funky music. All right, hello everybody. Welcome to VR Master League and VR ready to get going here soon with this exciting Master Tier matchup between two top teams. That is Team Jokr and Synapse, the slightly new look Synapse. We got to look at them last week. We're getting some more in this time. And on the cast, well, I'm Palidore, being joined by so much for subtlety on the cameras and my co-caster, the man with the fabulousness. It's Dano. How's it going?
I'm doing amazing, Palidore. Thank you. I'm super excited for this match. It's been a while since I've casted a master tier match, so I'm super excited to see what they have in store for us.
Well, me too. It's going to be definitely a top tier one to watch, and many tears will be shed by the end of this battle. Maybe, possibly, if you're lucky, chat. By the way, hello, chat. See people stopping in there. Princess asking to switch teams on the screen. We shall eventually. Yes, we'll switch those out. Thanks for the heads up. Slow XP, Andy W, Farting Crab, Rocktor in there, Mr. Flamingo, Fancy, and Tony. Rocktor by the by, saying, "You have 55k channel points. When will I get to use them on something? What do you want to use them on? That is the question."
That is a good answer to that question. I like it very much.
Someone actually had just asked that yesterday, and they were saying throw in like caster hydration, so they force us to drink some water or something. Maybe tell us when our lips are too dry, I guess.
That could be fun.
Honestly, it might be helpful from the production end of things. I need to be reminded sometimes.
Very much could be. I feel like it could go other directions sometimes.
Rocktor
Make them
saying
drink again.
Rocktor saying 10k points for 10 pally push-ups. Look, listen here. If I was still playing Echo actively and doing that all the time, but look, the last 8-9 months I've been here in the casting desk, not really playing much Echo, not playing much basketball. You're gonna break me if I do that. I will break in half over 10 push-ups.
Oh, Lands
Oh no, don't laugh. It's a very sad reality.
Oh, I couldn't do 10 push-ups. I would break doing 10. Don't worry.
All right.
I'm right there with you.
Get fit, big man, says Uga. Who you calling big man? Man, if nothing else, I'm losing weight here. But you know what? We are going to continue to wait and to start this match here shortly. We'll ping the teams and whatnot. But yeah, I agree. I gotta muscle up, man. I got the brain muscles. I got to get the physical to match. Assert my dominance on the cast.
There you go.
I have no idea.
If I tried to exercise the amount of times I've talked about trying to exercise, I would be doing pretty good.
Yeah. Well, speaking of pretty good, how were your casts and your matches today? And there's been a lot of them. I was actually mentioning this with Akadi because he got his first cast of VRML just in the last hour, as well as Sheep's Knuckles and TFH there. We've got a lot of participation here today, and a lot of casters kind of working their way into the zone. So how have your casts been?
Absolutely. I mean, I've had one cast so far. It was Void versus Toxic, and it was a very good match. Void being a team that's only been in 2 games so far this season. They came in a little late on round 1 with a clutch win on round 1, and then they had so much momentum from round 1. They brought it through for, I think, an 11-point lead to finish out round 2 and take the series.
I see. Well, yeah, a lot of good games. For those who joined us yesterday's matches, there were a lot of good ones as well. OTs and several reverse sweeps. But over here, we're just getting started. So enough of the sweet talk. I've got some sweet talk because I'm Palidore. This is Dano McFabulous, and this is a great match. We've got started.
Absolutely. We got the disc down in the tunnel with Rosie Hope boosting down to pick it up. Looking for her teammates, taking that time, passing it back. Going for that teammates, but just bouncing off of the wedge, putting it into the hands of Jokr.
And almost into the goal there, just bouncing off a few different times. Some stuns will go to the other side. Now there's the immediate stack. You can see 2 players for Jokr getting the disc. The other one splitting off to the opposite tunnel. That is efficiency, and that is an efficient 3. Saluna, 22.
Beautiful 3-point shot, just getting inside the edge of that upper right side of the ring, but in nonetheless for 3 points.
And she hits those, says Lanzin. And yes, the shot did land in. So on the board first for Synapse. It's a great start. Here's Jokr's turn to reciprocate.
Yes, taking their time, looking for their passes. Beautiful spacing. Still taking that time, looking for those passes, getting that pass down, but just bouncing off of the shield.
And trying to shield unsuccessfully, so Zach taking it over, sending it to .com over there as it bounces a few times off the wall, right back, and look at that. It's just goal for goal, punch for punch, saying, you know, Saluna, you can hit those shots. Guess what? I can hit them too.
Anything you can do, I can do better. He added in a bounce shot, but his reflexes, he caught that and almost instantly threw it. It was a beautiful display.
I was about to break out into karaoke there with you. I was excited, but that's all right. Next round, next joust, that is. It's .com with the disc, and here's Rosie Hope from that tunnel.
Has great control of the disc here by Synapse, slowing it down, getting those passes in there, right on over to Zach. Zach holding on to it. Beautiful pass downfield to Saluna. Saluna going one-on-one with that goalie and getting a 3-point shot.
Kung just sat there contemplating life after that shot went through. Didn't even move, just sat there. The thing is, she hits those, and you know what? She does it better than just about anyone. It's uncanny how Saluna gets the shots through. Even the best goalies she just manages to find the lanes, and she has the speed and accuracy to convert so much of the time. It's ridiculous.
I mean, that's definitely a good skill to have. Definitely takes practice, not something that generally comes overnight, but once you can get that down and see that small opening, obviously she has perfected that skill.
Yeah, it's, like I said, uncanny. There's very few players. I mean, another one I can think of, Ender will typically take those. For that matter, I mean, Jokr players will certainly take those. Ryan and, you know, they go for those 3-point shots on goalies. So the thing is, it's not uncommon for the personnel on the floor, but just with the frequency, definitely there from Saluna. But nonetheless, Kung there in the back line, sending it over to Jokr. And Jay now trying to work it up the floor with a couple cutters up front, just missing that pass.
So close, good coordination, just a little shy on that pass, and Zach stunning out, grabbing the disc down to Rosie Hope, who's gonna clear it right back to Joker's bubble.
Ooh, now that was really, really close, and it still might be a goal. It is indeed. Saluna puts it up 8 points here to 3, and all 8 points going the way of the Saloon.
Saluna's just on fire, getting Synapse in the lead with a 5-point advantage. A little over 6 minutes left to go, though. Joust advantage to Jokr. Anything's possible.
And you gotta wonder too, because I know in the debut there on Sunday for Synapse, the introduction of Saluna, kind of a topic of discussion, you know, going against Illuminati and such, just how, you know, how the debut was going to be, if there were nerves and things like that. I mean, do you think there's nerves playing against the #1 rated Jokr team, the champions here from Americas? If there are, she's not showing it so far.
Definitely not. If she's handling those nerves like a pro, or she's just cool, calm, and collected, and she's killing it.
Yeah, and Lanzen killing it with 100. That's 300 bits, so 1 for every 3 perhaps, as Zach makes a play, and off the back it's going to be taken here by Kung with plenty of time, in fact, to spare. Jokr now going towards the tunnel, and Jay right on across. The positioning very well done from Jokr, as is frequently going to be the case, and with the brawls in the back lane, this just might open up. Indeed, the walk-in goal for game, and it was a great job from Jokr all across the floor to enable that.
Yeah, beautiful goal there. Stunning out the goal at the right time. That communication is key. Getting that shot in at the right time. Closing that deficit down to only 3 points.
Yeah. So do not sleep on Jokr as if anyone ever is. But just, we actually saw it too in some of these recent games. You know, they might get off to a little bit of a slow start here and there. Rounds 1, first rounds will be a little bit close. But, you know, they do tend to bring it back. They are a tough team historically, as we know. We saw in Season 1. Just about impossible to even take to third rounds, as going around for the great grab. It's Rosie Hope, but swinging back is Rhino. Now Rhino makes a goal, and that is a 1-point advantage now still here for the side of Synapse, but the recoveries from Jokr bring it close.
Yes, absolutely beautiful save. Like you said, that recovery was just on point. They were right there, still together. I mean, right place at the right time, and it paid off for them.
All right, so entertaining match so far, as we very much expected, and launching out is .com over to the sidewall, and now just the launch. You can see the aggression from Jokr. Very tough team to deal with in the midfield.
Very tough indeed. I don't think I would last very long myself, but didn't even see that beautiful 3-point shot by game.
That was, yeah, immediate. The turnover, and the comms always a very powerful thing. Shout out to that Dimwee video, Sir Dimwee's video he made showcasing some of those Jokr comms, where just like a lot of these top teams, Master Division, I mean, once they get that disc, they know where that next pass is going. For the top teams, they'll know where the next 2 or 3 passes are going.
Indeed, you have to. Oh my goodness! Speaking of which, right there, they knew exactly where it was going. Another 3 points for Jokr.
Yeah, and anytime that disc is in the hands of game, I definitely know where that's going. Right into the bottom of the goal. Yep. Well, 13-8, favoring Jokr now, making that comeback of sorts here in the latter third.
Jokr building that momentum, but there's still 3 minutes left. Synapse can still shake it. The point difference is only 5 points, although that could change momentarily here as game approaches the goal.
Ooh.
Beautiful done and slammed by Kung.
So tough. I went through this with Akadi on the cast I just did because there was a play like that, and whenever they happen, you plot it, and then you're like, oh man, because great save, just a great save, but could not get the slap out, the cleared. Too much interference being ran on the goalie there.
That is like, as when I play goalie the odd time, that's my worst nightmare, is being stunned out just before it throws, feeling that defenselessness. Yeah. Speaking of defenselessness, one-on-one possibly, Saluna and the goalie. Beautiful backboard shot for 3 points by Saluna, getting another 3 points for Synapse.
Hey, chat, she makes those. So that's 11 points now. There's a 4-point differential, 2 minutes. And this is a quite high-scoring match right now between these master teams. And a lot of the times in this division, especially more and more over time, you're kind of getting used to seeing a bit lower scoring overall, more defensive play, slower play on offense, things like that. But this one, guns blazing for these teams.
Both teams just coming out roaring and full steam ahead, full aggression. A little bit of fun sportsmanship there in the chat. And that cleared down the tunnel, getting it down to Synapse's bubble, but being picked up by .com.
All right, Saluna with the disc. They have Zach over on the other side cross, but will be thrown right into Rhino's hands. Rhino trying to let it loose as well as his stacks. They're going to get forward first with a grab, but being stunned out, and now it's going to kind of float over to .com. They're going to have a chance here to maybe work on some offense, but they need to act pretty quickly to make up this 4-point difference.
That was a great recovery by Synapse, getting those passes, but getting the geometry in the way, but doesn't matter. Still intercepted by Rosie, getting that disc cleared down, keeping possession for Synapse, trying to get down and get that few points with 1 minute remaining.
Yeah, and playing way back in the goal there was Kung, realizing that clock management was a priority. They were ahead. They didn't need to rush anything, and they didn't want to give up any threes. So very important play there. On that note, Rosie Hope with that disc and going to send it over, but rough bounce will be taken here in the bubble by Rhino.
Yeah, that was a pivotal pass there. That bounce off of the slope there could have been damaging. Synapse holding on to it, trying to get one more shot at the goal here. Going for a pass under the goal, just missing their teammate into the hands of Saluna. Getting that cut pass, just missing that shot. And then cleared out by Jokr.
And yeah, that will be the round, regardless of what happens here. So the score differential, I mean, you got to feel happy, but not obviously too happy if you're Synapse. You still like the fact you kept it close, but definitely you want to build that into a better second round here as they execute one more passing play for Jokr, and that's 17-11. But like I said, it's not easy taking Jokr and making it close matches, so there is still something positive to take from that, and maybe for them build into it in the next 10 minutes.
100%. They started strong, so they have proof they can do it. That's what I would tell my team right about now. Like, we did it. We were in the lead. We can do it. We just got to do it longer.
Yeah, absolutely. They got off to a blazing start. The first 8 points there scored from Saluna, and before Jokr was finally able to mount a comeback and start putting on the points that we're used to seeing them, put on with a great efficiency. And yeah, so it's first round in the books there on back-to-back nights for Jokr, playing yesterday against Instinct, and it was a similar type of case. Now that match did go unstreamed, but the scoring total from that match was 13-9 in the first round for Jokr and 19-11 in the second. So again, I mean, Jokr's been contested here as of these recent streams.
Excellent. I mean, that's a good sign. Good sign seeing the top teams getting contested. Just means that there are new teams coming and new strategies, new plays, and anything could happen at one point. I mean, we have so many new teams this season. Going forward, any team could slowly rise to the top.
Yeah. In fact, Joker's first game of this season, I remember casting that one first day or first couple days there, was against Ignite. Same kind of thing. It was really, really close in that first round, and then they just pull away in the end. I mean, we've seen that with Jokr versus, the likes of Kangarillas and Frostbite. Like a lot of these recent matches, they will kind of have to work into the flow of their offense, but usually by the end of the round, they find it and they come back and they win before those 10 minutes are up.
Absolutely. Being able to adapt to your opposing team is a very important trait. Having those multiple plays in your playbook ready to take on the different types of play styles that other teams have.
Now that's said here for Synapse's side. Now they've been known for some great chemistry, some great teamwork in the defensive zone, but that said, Jokr cracking that egg, and will be 2 points first for Rhino.
Yeah, some great control there, great passing. It was a great fake pass at one point, it looked like, but good control by Jokr, getting them the 2 points to start round 2.
Jokr making a pass fake. That's so rare.
Unheard of.
Unheard of. But there's the stacks coming in from Synapse really nicely, in fact, or the rollout from Synapse as the stacks of Jokr work around, and getting a little bit loose there. But again, you'll notice with teams, both of these teams really just, they'll do a good job not to get separated too often. And when they do, they'll usually gather themselves fast. It's all about keeping those actions per minute up and never getting caught up in a mistake for too long.
Agreed. I was mesmerized there by Synapse's control and their passing back and forth, beautifully executed. And now that it did lose control over to Jokr, getting picked up by Jaywalker with a quick pass back to Kung.
And all the meanwhile, some stuns ringing through the midfield. Nice contesting there. It's Saluna with a turnover force. Oh, could it be? Oh no, Saluna! The goal! It's a lead, and what a defensive play turned into an offensive fire. Just wow.
Wow.
Oh, that was ridiculous.
That was angle for that shot.
That was through 2 defenders right off the turnover. I mean, that is not easy. Jeez.
No, that was some good muscle memory right there.
Jeez.
But very impressive. That's a highlight clip or 2 right there.
All right, well, see if they can ride that momentum. We'll be Saluna with a disc there, resetting out over to .com in the back line now. Gonna have to avoid, almost throwing it into the hands of Jokr. Always gotta be careful because Jokr is a team who loves to bait the pass and fake the dives and instead just intercept it in the midfield. That's what they're so good at and why they bother a lot of teams.
Yeah, it's definitely a skill you do not see too often, so it would shake a lot of teams' metas, and it would be hard to get used to as well.
All right, so about to say, we saw this in the first round, that kind of rebuttal from Ryan before, where one shot from Saluna, one shot from Ryan, but this time it's see Saluna over there and Game contesting each other. Game coming away with that play and now has some lanes, maybe going for just the walk in, but no, slightly off on that corner, tough angle, that'll roll right out.
Synapse playing some aggressive defense. They want to keep that lead. They don't want Jokr to score. That mispass might be their opportunity to turn it around. Zach is doing the turnover, getting that clear downfield.
Yeah, as I was saying just earlier on, Synapse's defense has been super intense, really, ever since, I mean, just in general it has been, but really, really stepped it up late in Season 1 especially. They had some amazing defensive play, and still, I still say, probably the best defensive game I ever have witnessed was Synapse versus Jokr, the second to last week of Season 1 in those qualifiers, but they're a team who can definitely lock down with some just absolute ferocity.
Ooh, going for that bottom reverse boop shot and getting it off the floor. Zach with a 3 points, bringing Synapse up to 6.
And guess what, Twitch chat? He'll make those. Zach W cannot ever discount him on offense. That is anywhere on the floor. You give him a wall, you give him a ceiling, you give him a floor. He'll find a way. Trust me, he'll find a way. Yeah.
Might take 2 or 3 bounces, but it'll go.
It sure will. So through the mid lane is going to be taken here by Rhino. They're rolling out the goal covered there by .com, and he's going to have to contest maybe 2 Jokr players, just going in for a cross over to a Kung score, 6-4.
Great cut pass there. Had the goalie off guard there. We're not sure what they were going to do and just put it right in. Right, little low for him to save and got them another 2 points, closing that point gap. Only 2-point deficit.
And this is sort of similar to what happened as well in round 1, where it was an early lead, a small one there going in, but then it was just Jokr in that second half of the round. They're going to go around and around, and, well, there it goes. It's going to be a goal. It's going to be a tie.
Great, lovely little jump there before the shot there to get the goalie out, and it worked very nicely, and then tossed it in right behind him. Tying this game up 6-6, 5 minutes remaining.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch. The question is, will the results of this round be a bit different? Because thus far, somewhat similar image of that first. So it's really going to have to be up to kind of consistency and just keeping that pressure on if you're Synapse on offense here.
Yes, I agree. A little bit of deja vu here. Do we see the same, or do we see Synapse turn around and deliver us a round 3? Right there with a 2-shot, 2 points by game. A little bit less likely of a round 3, but not out of the question.
Yeah. So 2-point advantage, and it will be Jokr coming back with some back-to-back goals, or up close rather goals, where they just kind of, at first it was the Kung cross pass, you know, one-on-one. That time it was just the boost and then open one. So those are the ones that will definitely hurt you. The easy shots, the open shots. Jokr is a team who will really build a lot of steam off of those. That said, so will they. It's Saluna tying it up 8-8.
Yes, beautiful pass, beautiful placement by Saluna, getting that disc and just whipping it in right down by the goalie's feet, tying the game up.
Yeah, see the chat there. Excited over what we're seeing so far. Lol saying Saluna's wholesomeness is throwing off Jokr's steez. Interesting strategy. That is like, that is super meta.
Ooga Booga saying they're just covering Saluna 100% of the time now, trying to stop her from shooting. Ooh, beautiful rollout here.
And actually stopping that Jokr train briefly, and oh boy, look at that, just dipping in, all in a rhythm. Looked like Jokr was maybe listening to some music or something, just kind of dipped in and whirled around, and that whole shot was a vibe in itself, but it's 10-8, favoring the side of Jokr now.
He's just feeling it. He's feeling the echo vibes.
All throughout the arena, and here we go. 3 minutes left, and needing to make a run of their own is Synapse. Oh, but just running it right into the hands of Game, and Game has a lane, but gonna send it off to the other side there to Rhino. Rhino backs it out, and here comes maybe the control, but as I say that, away it goes.
Yes, away goes the control, leaving this open to Synapse to come back and possibly tie it up, getting picked up by .com all by himself, waiting for one teammate, Saluna, hoping to get that pass. Ooh, but it will be taken by Jokr, defending Saluna, getting that pass down to Rhino.
Yeah, unfortunately there, so they got up to the front line. They had some time to work with, might result in a shot though instead. Never mind, there's a shot, there's a stun, and that is out of here, at least for the meantime. And now needing to recover again, but unfortunately they couldn't convert on the one earlier because Jokr is a team, I think, more than just about anyone that will typically punish any mistake.
Yes, that's always something to try and do, you know, instead of being so aggressive, wait for that mistake, capitalize on it, but it can cost you sometimes, but in Jokr's case, they seem to capitalize quite well.
And doing quite well for themselves here, again trying to pressure on the disc though, getting lost a little bit, so it will be a dunk for Rhino and walking it in. It looked like kind of a miscommunication, maybe trying to cover one or the other, but still work that pass through, and yeah, they slither in for now, what, a 4-point lead, and it's going to be tough to come back out of that hole, even though there's still time. But Jokr's shown the ability, once they pull ahead and get to late game, they can indeed control the disc and slow it down when they want.
Absolutely, like you said, it's not quite over yet. It's still possible, but maybe with that long shot, 3-point, beautiful shot. My screen doesn't even show me the speed or anything right now, so I can't even, but it was impressive nonetheless, bringing Jokr to 15 points.
The wholesomeness, I can assume that was heard from chat, but I'm almost inclined to agree with what Lulz said earlier. It's as if the nice comments just throw off Jokr nearly. I think we found, as another save goes out, this time from Jay, but the rebound from Zach, slapping it in. 5-point game. Not a lot of time, but still time.
Technically still time. If Synapse can pull something together, we could see a round 3. They just gotta act quickly and execute accordingly.
But let this be known, I think maybe in terms of what the Jokr stopper could be, just kill him with kindness. That's all you gotta do. But over here on the rollout, Jokr, if they control this for just a few extra seconds, I mean, that might do it in itself. There's just not a lot of time, and there you go. This is just enough to waste it down. to
Absolutely.
guarantee the round with one more anchor that goes right through, almost saved, but off the head it looks like instead.
Yeah, it was a great shot and a quick reflex and shot off the barrier, off the shield, sorry, and into the goal, securing this round and series for Jokr. The players having some fun in their comms.
Sorry, I took a second. I had to process that. I'm still not sure that I have, but that was a fun round, fun 2 games. And again here, Jokr coming through with a sweep, as is often the case, but Synapse doing a fantastic job for much of the time. And this is the problem, is against these kind of efforts that Synapse put up against 99% of the teams in the league, it'll get the job done on any given day. Against Jokr, though, it's very tough because just all it takes is that one good shot from Jokr. They'll start getting it going and somehow come back late in rounds if they need to. But Synapse still impressing here. Certainly a lot of big stats, and I think easing into the roster quite fine was Saluna, as we can see there.
Oh, 100% easing in definitely with the top score points of 16 points on the team of the total 21. So that's, 75-ish% of the points. She also had 2 saves and 16 stuns, followed by Zach with 5 points, 1 assist, 2 saves, 1 steal, and 30 stuns. And Rosie coming in with 4 assists, helping those goals with 1 save, 9 stuns, and .com, 1 assist, 4 saves, and 10 stuns.
All right, well, and for Jokr's side, it was 7 points for Jay, 3 assists, 24 stuns. Game contributing the 10 points, 2 assists, couple steals, and 22 stuns. Kung, 4 points, 2 assists, 1 save, 20 stuns, 1 moment of life contemplation in round 1. And for Rhino, it was 11 points, 1 assist, and 21 stuns. And gotcha, chat. Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly.
Roger, Roger. All right, well, that was silly, but that was a very, very fun and thrilling match as always. Lots of highlighted plays for sure coming out of that one. Will be good to maybe make some videos off of those.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And again, just quick shout out on that note for anyone in the community making, content, Echo content. We're happy to play them on stream. You send them over to me as long as it's royalty-free music and what have you. But you're free to take, whatever you want. Clips and such. We have the Google Highlights drive, which you can find pinned deep in the announcements channel. But yeah, if you guys got stuff you want to plug, or by the way, in the ticker on the bottom of the screen you see there, you have a related content or channels, things like that you want to talk about and advertise, just say what up to me and DMs, Palidore that is, and we're happy to feature community efforts all around.
Oh, 100%. Community involvement all the way. Looks like we have Kung join us in the chat there to help finish us off.
Somewhat affirming what I said earlier, I guess.
Yes.
Well, win is a win nonetheless, and it was a fun game to watch. Good stuff there. And to the Twitch chat who joined us there, thanks for doing so. Checking in, I do have to actually, peace out, because I do have another match myself, and you guys have one in about 30 minutes. So I guess with that said, Dano, thank you for casting with me and Subtlety for camming. I'm going to leave you to, or Subtlety, and I think, let's see.
Nightfire
Nightfire,
11 o'clock.
There you go. So half an hour. And that will be Lunar versus Hollow. Meanwhile, I will go over to, I believe, channel 3. 'Cause there's a lot of matches going on right now. Dimwee's on 2. So we got stuff. But I will be somewhere, and hopefully you guys will be too, to conclude. All right. I've been Palidore. This has been VRML Season 2, Week 7. Thank you guys for watching. Be happy, healthy, safe, and be good to each other. And we'll see you all again real soon.